Oh no!
I don't know how you ate.
That's a slow burn. Incredible thing. Yeah. You look like really bad. That's just. Oh!
Actually, so that one less.
Well, if you have another, do you have any more chicken left?
Oh my god.
Hello, SBA! We're here with some of our favorite teachers, or who signed up to do the First We Feast Hot Ones challenge for Mental Health Day. We have a list of 10 questions and 10 hot sauces. Hot sauces going up by drastic jumps every time. So let's have some fun. We're starting with number 1, Hot Ones Buffalo Hot Sauce at 1800 Scoville heat units.
Sorry, my finger on that one.
Wait, you guys have to eat the whole thing?
No, bite. No, just a bite.
How is it?
That's not bad.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
That's not good. That's actually good.
And our first question.
It's actually quite nice.
Okay. What is your favorite way to relieve stress?
I take bubble baths and I listen to podcasts. That's what I do. Or I paint my nails. Oh my gosh.
Video games, working out, and cuddling with my cat.
Hiking in the mountains, and it's cliche because I teach it, but photography and editing.
I like just putting on some headphones and listening to some death metal.
Nice.
That sounds like
Love that for you.
I play League of Legends to get all my rage out.
I watch movies or I play sports.
I like to go for a swim. Like the water just makes everything, you don't hear anything, you just get to zone out, go for a swim, read, cuddle with my dog, yeah.
Hang out with my kids, sit in my hot tub, listen to podcasts.
Listen to music and play music.
Also definitely.
The second one is the Angry Goat. Blistered Can I get a pronunciation check on this, please?
That sounded mostly right.
Shishito. Blistered shishito and garlic. It has got 5,800 Scoville heat units.
Good jump.
And that's a bit of a jump.
Everybody go for it. Let's go.
Go ahead.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, my
You need a fork.
I do need a fork. I mean,
Is there a fork?
I think there's some behind.
okay.
Some right here.
That one's like less sweet than the first one.
That was less sweet than the first one.
I like that.
Collectible.
What's our question?
Okay. Second question. What is your worst subject in school?
What's that?
I dropped out of Miss Raymond's chemistry 20 class, so probably chemistry.
English, because my spelling and grammar is horrible, but I love reading. Social studies. Sorry.
Math.
I'd say English. I ain't no good at it.
Career and life management, or
Say, career and life management. That probably. That's pretty fair.
We all have careers and lives.
And maybe math.
Also math, for sure.
The third one is Piscea. Spicy sweet passion fruit.
Oh, okay.
Sounds complex.
And it's 16,000 Scoville units.
Okay, cheerio.
More than 3.
Tell me.
Why is this? You gave me a really big one.
I'm sorry, I just grabbed one. That's not spicy either.
again, this isn't too bad.
I like this
I like
one.
that one.
So the first one was the worst one so far.
The first one,
Okay, third question.
Okay. From grades kindergarten to 12, what was your worst grade received on a test?
I don't know if this is facts, but I have one that haunts me. Mr. Cernick gave me.
Mr. Cernick.
Yeah, we had a test in gym, and it was a test on basketball, and I got a 45%. It was the first test I ever failed on basketball. So I also don't make me teach gym ever. Yeah.
Ironically enough, because I majored in social studies when I went to become a teacher, I actually failed my grade 7 social studies final, and it haunted me. It still haunts me.
0 out of 20 on a math test once. So
Did you try another question?
I did every method wrong. I did not.
It's French, probably it's French.
You're just too good
Yeah,
at all.
I was gonna say you
all
just never done that.
I just don't remember.
Like never.
I got a solid 17% on my chemistry final. So don't tell Miss Raymond, she'll be really disappointed.
53 on a midterm in university, but the one that was the deepest cut was when we still had letter grades in elementary. I got a basic on a PowerPoint about Mexican culture that I thought was beautiful. I animated it, and she said it was basic. That haunts me.
I got a 2 on my European History AP exam, and that's because I decided to draw a picture of a flower instead of answer the question because I didn't know the answer and I'd already written 3 AP tests. So I went, it's social, so does it really matter? Yeah.
For me, it was 9%. It's burned in my brain, apparently. And it was stoichiometry. After that, I dropped Chem 20 with Miss Raymond.
The first and only test I ever failed in elementary school, which was this, in grade 4, this Euclidean geography test. And I got a 40. And that was very upsetting.
They're there.
All right. For number 5, we have
Number 4.
4. Sorry. Hot Ones Los Calientes Barbecue with 33,000 Scoville hot units. Brings deep, smoky notes of chipotle to anything it touches. Just under medium heat signals that we're about to turn the corner into the back half of the lineup.
Okay. Okay.
Back half.
All right, let's go.
It smells good.
Cheers. I'm a little scared.
Well, I got one.
I'm taking a bite of the place with the least sauce that I can see.
We're not even halfway through yet,
A little
right?
more heat on that one.
A little more heat on that one, but that's
That's all right.
doable. Doable.
That one I'm starting to.
That's a nice flavor, though.
Yeah, question 4, you ready?
Okay, question 4. What is your best moment from SPA so far?
I'll answer first. Doing the musical this year. Best experience.
I say for me, like just meeting these lovely colleagues who have become my friends and like a second family, and then like running Students Union is just like a joy. Getting to see all of you turn into like these amazing young leaders.
I get to repeat it every year. I love watching the grade 12s kind of walk the stage, especially when I've seen them grow from little grade 9ers all the way up to grade 12, and to see you guys grow and experience that and then watch you graduate is awesome.
It would be, I think, my first band performance with the band last year, and it was just a really big moment because, yeah, they had been through so much, and I had too, and we did it together. Katie.
Okay, there's so many. I have like a bunch of collective little moments that I like. I like it when students, you know, with something they're frustrated with, and then all of a sudden it clicks for them, and then they're happy and they're succeeding because they have confidence. But like a single moment, the ones that keep playing in my mind, I like the art shows. Like the art shows are always really fun, especially at the end because it's so much work like at the beginning, and then when it's all said and done and we do a big jump and like a hip hip hooray and it's awesome. Those are great. I also film club.
Film club. I was gonna say, all your
Yeah.
Staying till 2 a.m.
I was a movie. Don't know if I want to see, you know, the school again at 2 in the morning.
No.
But that was fun.
Gosh, really fun.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I say for me, the Dungeons and Dragons Club Christmas party was absolutely wild and was awesome. We had lots of food, lots of fun. We had styrofoam swords, and it was awesome. So that was pretty cool. Also, just like on a minor kind of like funny, weird moment, Mr. Sorensen and a mutual student of ours, they took a picture of me and then they made a big poster out of it. This weird pose where I'm just going like this. I'm just like calling out to somebody. they snuck into my room while I wasn't there and hung it up by my desk. So now there's a big poster of me just screaming in the distance on, like, right in front of my desk. So whenever I have a sub come in, they get freaked out and call me.
I kind of just thought that was the most Mr. DeGrand thing.
You showed it.
It shows that I'm self-centered. Really,
It's definitely the film festivals, but also just like individually with some of the students, just seeing them push not just themselves but the whole school in terms of like things like photography, like some of the advancements they made with developing with the film festivals themselves. Last year, I think one of my proudest moments was seeing one of the students' films actually in a theater with a group of people and them laughing at what the students had done. Like with Hunter and some of the other people and the other directors who put a full weekend in to make that. I think that was, moments like that always are my proudest moments here, seeing the students move forward and push things. So, yeah.
Like Christmas dinner and dance for me, I've had lots of
nice.
good memories of just everybody having a good time, dressed up and all of that. But I think if it was like a single moment, it was like, it wasn't during the best time, right? We were kind of going through COVID and that sort of thing, but we had to like watch the doors as people were coming in to make sure they had masks and all that sort of stuff. But I got to say good morning to every single person and just seeing smiles on faces and that I love that. So that would be for me.
It's probably winning the provincial championship for the third time by 60 points. So, I mean, it was cool because like, I don't think anybody's ever won it by that much in like the history of Alberta, but it was just cool to see like because we had so much adversity that year. We shot the ball real well. We played our absolute best basketball at the right time, and it was just really good. Like to see it all come together like that. It was cool. So, the real
Previous Diablo power jab with 55,000 Scoville heat units. A hedonist team favorite, Diablo sauce stands out for their unique Filipino flavors. Power jab features a punchy mix of Italian, Jamaican round, and Asian teardrop
You got a
peppers.
legitimate one. Well,
I'm so
cheers.
scared.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay.
They're getting
Oh,
more.
there we are. I got my lip. Oh, there we go.
I like to engage.
Oh, that's got the heat. We're there.
We're there. We're there.
Yep, we're ready now.
Oh, buddy, that kind of lingers on the way
That burns, that
down.
burns good, yeah.
Okay.
I love feeling it in my
Okay.
esophagus.
I can't wait for my
Also,
Why do you teach your subject?
also this one.
Okay.
Why do you want to start? Then I gotta go second.
I was inspired by my old band teacher to teach band.
So I teach design and I teach religion. I teach design because it's something I really, really enjoy. I enjoy art. I enjoy creating. And so it fits really nicely with that. And I teach religion because I think it's incredibly important for everybody to learn about Jesus. It's not
My
gonna
lips are
go well.
burning.
Out of nowhere.
I teach science because of my high school chem AP teacher. Math. In like grade 8, I started helping my friends out a lot with math, and they would go, "Wow, Jenna, you explain it better than the teacher. You should be a teacher." I was like, "Okay, yeah."
Believe it or not, I'm not actually a phys ed teacher. My major is social studies. When I was in high school, I had little known fact, Miss Andrea and I actually graduated in the same year.
Yep.
So she can attest to this. I had probably the best social teachers you'll find anywhere. So I've been really inspired by Mr. Considine. Mrs. Rose was my grade 12 teacher for a little bit. Kind of made me feel like I want to do this.
Yeah.
And it's also really hard to show Star Wars clips in math. So.
Exactly right. Let's go.
Okay, it's me. Yeah. I think I love all sciences, but physics, there's so much that they're still discovering and learning, and so I love teaching physics just because I keep learning more and more, and and there's a quote as well too. I teach religion as well, but there's a quote from I think it was Newton who said that the more he learns about science, the more he believes in God, and so it's true for me as well too, that as I learn more and more and physics is just amazing and crazy, quantum physics and all that stuff, that just puts me in awe of that we're actually even here. So yeah.
CTS is like self-driven, so it's people driven by their passions, and I kind of always really like that. And kind of like you were saying with the development of physics, with career and technology studies, there's always developing technology there. So you're learning new things constantly, and you're not just caught in this cycle of repeating the same information. So that's why I kind of targeted that.
I think maybe I'm weird this way, but I loved writing essays and reading when I was younger. I've always really liked that sort of thing. As a teacher, I loved it. Yeah, I don't know. Like maybe that's what it is, and I'm just going delirious here. But no, I've always liked books. I've always liked writing in particular. I love writing essays. I like writing stories. And as a teacher, I love the variety of things that I get to teach my students. Like I like that I can do different movies, I can do different novels, short stories, poems, and things like that. There's always something different that I can do, and I'm really, really passionate about, exploring those different things with students. So that's why
Yo, those were all lovely. Now I have to go last. Okay. Well, I think our kids need Jesus. Just kidding. Well, not kidding. Just kidding. They do, but that's what I mean. I teach religion. I think faith is super important. It teaches lessons that transcend the classroom, truly. And I'm happy that I got a chance to do that and guide them. But art, design, I love being creative and having opportunities to be creative, challenging myself, and I'm just constantly curious. So, stay curious. Teach it all.
All right, we're bringing you number 6 now.
Oh, let's go.
Whiskey
We're in the
smoked
legitimate
ghost.
stuff
This is
here.
the one I really want to try.
Yeah, 71,000
71,000.
Scoville
Okay.
units.
What was the last one?
Cheers!
Okay, cheers. I'm gonna do the same time. I'm not gonna watch your actions. I'm just gonna do it.
Quick.
This one's
Okay.
Your question.
My bread and ranch.
Okay. What is your most embarrassing teaching moment?
Teaching moments?
Teaching moments.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Like from today?
I taught a whole lesson of Science 20, not feeling well, so I had taken a couple Tylenol and a couple cold and sinus, and I completely taught a lesson wrong, and I came back 2 days later and went, I just reprinted your notes, and we're going to relearn the notes, because what I taught you was 100% wrong.
But actually, I had one that was pretty recent. A few days ago, we went to do the performances at STA and JP2, and so I was introducing all the members of the band before our last performance. But I looked right at the trumpets. I was like, woodwinds. This is Matt. Oh God, that's so embarrassing. These are not woodwinds.
So I'm a student teaching. This is substitute teaching, which is just such an adventure.
Substitute teaching.
Yeah. I was teaching grade 8 phys ed for the boys. And we were outside, we were playing basketball, and they're not listening to me. And it's the end of the day. So eventually I just screamed. I'm pretty sure I said, boys, hold your balls. And I screamed it. Cut that out if that's too inappropriate. That was wildly, that was very embarrassing. I never again at JP2 taught that. I'm still cringing, I'm sorry again.
I just started teaching and I was a substitute teacher when I first started out, and this would have been in a different division, but it was one of my first days on the job, and I was handing out pretty simple plan, just handing out some social studies assignments to the class that I was subbing for. And I'm handing this stuff out, and I had one student who was just kind of on his phone, and I just gave him his assignment, hey, are you gonna, we're gonna get going, we're gonna work on this? And he looks at the assignment, he reads it over for a second, then he looks at me, and he's like, F no, I'm not doing that. And I'm like, and then there was an EA with me in the room. I'm like, I look stupid, I can't get anybody going. I'm like, okay, just take her easy. Okay, just sit at the desk, cool. And I was really embarrassed because I felt I should motivate people to get stuff going. But that was a little bit embarrassing for me.
You didn't deserve that.
Thank you. I feel like I didn't do anything wrong.
Probably when I think about, there's a lot of them, but first year teaching here, grade 9 outdoor ed, a course which is an interesting one to throw to a computers teacher, but I lost probably about 5 students out in the forest. and they still haven't been found. No, they were COVID. 3-hour classes of outdoor ed. So I'm like, it's outdoor education. We're gonna go for a walk around the neighborhood, and then they just really wanted to let off some steam and run off into the forest. And I was like, "Got me back here in 5 minutes." And they went out, and we waited for 10 minutes. They never came back, until actually, like, we gave up. We sent people to look for them, couldn't find them. Came back, and then I think it was like half an hour later, got a call from Renee down in the office, being like, "There's 5 students that said you abandoned them."
I had this killer headache, like really, really bad, and it was the last block, so I was just trying to get through it, and the kids left the room, and I shut the door, and I went under my desk, and I laid down because my head hurt so bad. And the principal came in. And he saw me laying under the table, which I explained or whatever, but it was so embarrassing.
Still being a substitute teacher, there's lots of embarrassing moments. Specifically when you're in a math class, you don't know the subject matter. But it was my first day. My first day as a sub ever. I've not been in the classroom yet. And I was subbing for Mrs. Gaydosh's class. But I was so nervous and I was pacing up at the front, and my blind spot's really anything below my chin. And I cranked Mrs. Gaydosh's fan with my knee, and I shattered it. And I fell. Yeah, and I didn't tell her. So I broke her fan.
So you must have hit that pretty hard.
No, the fan, not my knee. That's already gone.
Either way.
So I broke her fan, and then I fell.
Well, she's gonna know now.
She's gonna know now, but I mean, that was 5 years ago. So it's
We're sorry about that.
She's retired now.
Is that number? That was
This is
6.
number
Now
7.
we're number 7.
All right.
Ginger Goat's Tropic Star.
I guess my default
Your
was
Scoville
CR.
units for this one are 110,000.
What did we start with? Come back.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Let's go. All right.
As soon as, while you're eating that, we'll tell you the question because we want you to answer as fast as possible.
Okay. Do you rather basketball or volleyball?
Neither.
Pretty hot basketball though.
I feel that.
Playing
Basketball if I'm in front of Delano, but volleyball.
I think for playing
It's a little late. Basketball.
Yeah.
Volleyball.
Controversial opinion.
Is it half and half?
At this
then?
table. What?
Is it half and half then? Maybe we should take a poll. We could
Hands
just
up for basketball?
there. Hands up for basketball.
real sport. So.
Real.
All right, volleyball.
Well, I would rather watch volleyball because, like, as a spectator, you're like, this is coming from very obviously like a spectator point of view. If like a rope basketball goes flying, it's heavy and it's like a weapon.
And they hurt.
Yeah. And
Oh, that's my embarrassing moment.
Can we circle back?
So number 8 is the Da Bomb hot sauce.
Wait, what?
Thank you.
That's this one?
This is the Da Bomb.
Okay.
This is supposed to be the worst
This is the
one.
worst one.
It's
Oh, I
not.
got like
That's
that.
supposedly.
Cheers.
Oh, I lost my thing. Oh my god.
I'm not doing it.
Oh, but you
I'm
can already
really-
tell.
That was a
it's
mistake.
bad.
That was a mistake.
Oh my gosh.
Like
Whoa.
my eyes are watering and I haven't even taken a bite.
Holy.
That was a mistake.
Your question
There we go.
is what's your least favorite question that you get asked? Not, can I go to the bathroom?
How tall are
Is
you?
it? How tall are you?
Tall enough.
Is this for
Tall
Mark?
enough.
Can I call my mom? It's my mom on the phone.
Oh, buddy, I feel this one. Okay. What was the question again? What? Can I hand this in a
How old are you?
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Or like, I like the, when is it due? Like a month afterwards due.
Yeah.
Or like,
Or when did you teach us?
actually,
And just talk.
the most annoying
This is
thing
bad.
is oh, what is this due? We're not 30 seconds out.
E, are you okay?
This one has a slow burn.
Incredible pain.
Are you ready for number 9?
That's a
You want a minute?
We need a minute.
Well,
No,
yes,
let's
we have
go.
hope. We're just
Bring it
gonna
on,
get it
let's
done.
go.
Hand it out.
Let's take it.
Okay, bringing you number 9 now is Zuzu's 7-pot.
Craig was doing it. We have to.
It's got 6,200 Scoville heat units. 6,200. What is the funniest experience you've had with a student?
When I worked up in Peace River, and I was waiting for Deadpool 3 to start, or Deadpool 1 to start, And this parent came and sat down next to me and went, "Hi, Miss Foster. I'm really sorry that I missed our parent-teacher interview meeting yesterday. Can we just quickly talk to you before the movie starts?" And this girl was mortified and looked at me. And like, I'm sitting there eating my popcorn, waiting for my coworkers to come. So, yeah, I think that was like we laughed about it the next day.
I have many very talented players, and one very talented player came up to me and he was like, "Mr. E, what's avant-garde? It sounds like a Starbucks." I was like, it's avant-garde.
I have one that it shouldn't make me laugh. It makes me laugh after the fact, but I wasn't even there. This is just an email that I got from a sub who happened to be on that day, Mr. Andrews. You probably know this one. And it was with a certain grade 12. He has now graduated.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
One of my all-time
Yeah.
Gerald, sure.
Okay. And he's kind of he's a funny guy. He's a good kid. Anyways, it was block 4, close to June, and we had a small class. And my sub note the next day that I had to go talk to Mr. Andrews about was just a laundry list of things that went wrong with just this one kid. But foremost on this list was took a phone call in the middle of class about fishing rods for like 15 minutes. I'm like, okay.
He asked to FaceTime my mom on the last day of school. Because that's when I was blind and my mom was driving me to school every day. "Miss Kaminsky, can we please FaceTime your mom? We want to talk to Kendra."
It's not my story, but it's somebody else's story, and it just still makes me laugh. But Mr. Martin's a pretty funny guy. And he had Mr. Boyko's son in his class. And so he got a picture of Mr. Boyko and put it on his desk. And so and he put it and he sat Mr. Boyko's son right at the front, right by that picture. And so sometimes in class he would just sit there and you go, "What would Mr. Boyko do?" Referencing to this picture of him there. So
We were talking about music. I don't know why it came up. And their class decided that if I were to be a rapper, that my name would be Slim Jesus. And then instead of doing any work, they proceeded to look up for 10 minutes if any rapper had actually taken my name. So there is somebody named Slim Jesus.
Oh,
darn. Shucks.
That's actually a cool nickname, though. When I subbed at STA, the kids just called me Mr. Harry Potter. Stop! If I go back now, I'd be like, "It's Mr. Harry Potter," and they don't even know my name. So.
Are you ready for the last one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go.
You don't have a choice.
Extra data,
Yes.
right?
It's 2.6 million
Yes.
solar
Right.
heat units, but then they changed it to unknown.
What?
So originally it was graded 2.6 million, and they changed it, and now it says to be announced. Okay, so you're all gonna eat it at the same time, because you all have to do the next question at the same time.
That's
Yeah, I hope you don't get this question wrong.
That's a dab.
That's a dab.
Oh my goodness.
That's more than a dab. That's a doll or whatever.
That's a dollop.
You ready? Oh yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, I hope. No. This is for marks. All of the marks.
Oh shoot! I should have researched this.
Is everybody ready?
Yes. Let's go.
Okay.
Eat it.
3, 2.
I shouldn't have put
Waiting for Andrew to be ready.
Oh, I'm ready. Oh,
What?
sorry.
Go.
Okay.
Oh no.
Please recite the St. Peter the Apostle prayer.
Oh, Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Lord Jesus Christ, help me out.
By the intercession of Saint Peter the Apostle,
God, the Spirit of the contrite heart, contrite heart, will be suffer and courage in the face of danger. The blood is not rebuilt. And hope rest in you. Saint Peter the Apostle, pray for us.
Woo!
There was a lot of mumbling in there too.
Yes, there was.
it just tastes horrible.
Very really bad.
That's just.
What's that?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it could have been worse. You know, it could have been worse.
That is the
Do I have another
spiciest
one?
Would
thing.
anyone like any other more scoops of ice cream?
Yes.
Oh, one more.
I don't know.
It was okay.
The second
High
one.
five.
The second
It's
one.
still not gone.
Imagine you should play
Thank you,
combo.
SBA Media. This has been the Hot Ones Challenge for mental health.
It hurts so in your mouth.